Greetings to one and all. In today's class, we would be seeing the concept of GST. Now, what exactly is this GST? How is it being charged? All these details we would be looking into in today's class. So let's go ahead. Now, what is this GST? This is a word which is commonly being heard by us as a consumer. Now, GST is nothing but it's a goods and services tax. Before this particular concept was being introduced, taxes were being levied by the government at different stages of trading. Now, there were taxes like the excise duty, the custom duty, there was VAT, there was entertainment tax, central sales tax, service tax, octroi, etc. Now, all these taxes finally was being borne by the consumer. It was a very big tax that the consumers had to bear. So all these taxes now are being included under the GST. That is why GST is one nation, one tax, one market. GST is being calculated for different goods and services differently. It's not a flat rate which is being calculated when it comes to the taxes which is being borne by the customer. The first type of goods and services where there is no GST that is being levied by the government, or we could call it as the zero GST, is when it comes to the essential commodities like it's food, fruits, vegetables, milk, salt, earthen pots, etc. Coming to services, where there are charitable trust activities, transport of water, use of roads and bridges, public library, agriculture, all these things like education, health, care services, all these things where these are termed as essential services. In such conditions and such services, there is no tax that is being levied. So it is basically 0% GST which is being charged for these services and goods. Now, as we go ahead, we would see how the tax rate, the GST rate keeps increasing depending on the conditions, depending on the types of goods and services. So the low rated GST, where it's only 5% which is being charged, this GST is the LPG cylinder, the tea, coffee, oil, honey, frozen vegetables, spices, sweets, etc. For the services, the railway transport service, bus transport service, taxi services, all these are charged at 5%. The first slab for the standard rated goods or the standard rated types where the 12% is being charged is for the goods like the consumer goods, where we have these are not actually necessities. These come under a higher category of consumption of goods, or we could say for the higher standard people, not for the common man. There, the tax levied is 12% for like butter, ghee, dry fruits, jam, jelly, sauces, pickles, mobile phones, etc. These are the goods where the taxes are 12%. For the services, where there is a printing job or guest house services related to construction, business, and all such types of services, the tax levied is 12%. 18% goods or services, goods and services tax is being levied as the second slab, which is for the goods like marbles, granite, perfumes, metal items, computer, printer, monitor, CCTV, all these electronic gadgets. At the same time, the services like courier services, outdoor catering, circus, drama, cinema, exhibition, currency exchange, broker services, or share trading, all these which are not actually necessities or without which a person cannot survive. Such conditions do not exist for such type of goods and services. Here, the tax levied is 18%. Under the next category of the luxuries items or the non-necessity items, we could have the highly rated taxes of 28% on luxury goods, any luxury goods, motorcycles, spare parts, luxury cars, things which are not healthy for humans to have, like the pan masala or the cigarettes for that matter, the vacuum cleaner, dishwasher, washing machine, fridge, or tobacco products, aerated water, all these items, all these goods, etc., all these would come under the category of the high rated taxes, that is 28%. And for the services where there is the accommodation of in the hotel industry, where there are five-star hotels, there are amusement parks, there are water parks, all these are luxurious things which are being generally catered to the higher class of the society. There the charges are 28%. It could be theme parks, it could be casino, race course, the IPL games, or the air transport business. Such places, the tax levied is the highest, and that's 28%. As we come to the end of today's session, I hope by now you've understood the concept of GST. What are the tax slabs that are being implied on different types of goods? So it's very clear that every type of goods which are being sold and purchased does not have the same type of GST which is being levied by the government. It's different depending on the category of goods which are being done by the government according to the chart being given. This chart or this tax slabs would keep changing from time and again as the government refreshes it. So in the coming class, we would be seeing the examples. How are we going to implement that into our accounting, journal entries, or the ledger? Till then, bye bye, take care. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon.